We're going to get into our show today. Our first topic is, are you addicted to online dating sites? Now, with everybody dating these days, a lot of people are getting very lazy, and it's mainly due to age, time, busy careers, and you don't even have to dress for the occasion.
No,
like you can sit there in your smoking jacket and your curlers in your
Smoking
hair.
jacket.
I don't know where that came from.
You mean underwear?
Yeah, your gaunch, whatever. And go online and say, yeah, I'm really sexy and I'm really hot. Meanwhile, you're sitting there and you're scratching your balls or whatever, right?
That reminds me of those phone sex thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're ironing and,
Yeah.
hey, big boy, how's that one-eyed purple helmeted warrior of yours, right?
Meanwhile, it's like, Bertha in the background.
Yeah, it's really like, she's like, anyway.
Got a nice husky voice. It can be very exciting, though, when you're sitting at home and, you're used to not having to go out and you've got this minimal social life anyway, and you're getting 5 emails a day from prospective people that are interested in dating you based on your online sources, right?
And that's the first thing that makes you addictive.
Right. And so that's part of the problem.
If you end up meeting them, and many people don't want to take their profiles off. So what happens is you meet a bunch of people, you think, well, this guy or this girl's kind of cool. And then all of a sudden you go, well, wait a minute. I don't know if I want to just give to them because they're okay, but I kind of like going on the side here and having some fun.
Yeah.
So they don't take their profile pictures off.
Right. But I would be upset if I was dating somebody. Like certainly if I'd gone for 4 or 5 dates and it seemed to be clicking along and they didn't bother taking their thing off the website, I'd say, okay, well, he's still fishing. I'm a little upset about that.
Well, and that's probably the biggest thing with the online dating that my girlfriends and I have talked about. So you might just have got dropped off by Bob.
Right. But he's online surfing again.
But then so are you if you know he's on.
Right.
So who's the worst? He might just be seeing if you're on there.
That's the thing is that some of these sites, though, they do have a little button you can click and say that you're not present, even though you are.
Yeah,
So
that's our first tip to you. If you really want to be one of these online addicted people, learn all the little buttons behind the scenes so that you can not look like you're totally a rabbit boiler on there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, online chatting, you'll be talking to them. They'll go, oh, I've been talking to this great guy for like 6 months. Have you met him? No. Well, maybe the guy's married. He's just having a little
fling.
a little
Where
fun
is
on
he?
the side and a little,
Yeah. Is he really in your country?
Yeah, a little sex. Yeah, really.
It
a
could be
little
from
sex chat.
Tippecanoe, Manitoba or something, and you're somewhere in the States.
Yeah, don't waste your time. They're either full of crap, or what's the point? You can go talk to your neighbor down the hall. Why do you want to talk to somebody who's never going to meet you? It's just a big game.
That's the thing. I think there is a game there, and I think it is very fun.
I went on Lava Life for 3 months, so I'll share my story here. And I admit that I went on the online dating site. I can say that I did it for the show, or I did it for Canada, whatever you want to say. But I went on because, don't you love that line?
I do.
I went on because I thought, you know what? I can't sit here and bitch or listen to my friends cry a river about what's gone on there if I haven't experienced it myself. So on I go to Lava Life, and I will plug the person or the
site.
online site that I went on. And I have to be honest, I found it quite impressive. And because you have to pay a little bit of money, and it's not a lot of money, but each time you send like a backstage pass, I'll just say that, which is if you don't want to put your photo online, which I suggest you do put your photo online if you're serious, because I would never, and I did not talk to anybody on there who did not have a photo.
Just put something up so that it
you're
says
right.
that you actually exist. That
But
you're
even
not
a
some
stick man, though, I don't trust.
phantom psycho. That's
I wouldn't
how that
even
comes
answer
across.
a stick man, though.
No, but
And-
what I'm saying is that they have the shadow face. That little shadow icon. That's ridiculous.
You might want to rethink that, or at least have some balls. Okay, so anyway, I went on Lava Life, as I said, for about 3 months. Met 3 amazing men. They were totally true to who they said they were, right down to the right age, the right birthday.
That's nice to know.
I think I lied by a year or something. But, women, it is
12
different out
months,
there.
18 months, who cares?
Yeah, and I have to say, I met some really great people. The biggest problem I did find was how many of my friends had also been contacted by the same person.
By the same guy. Yeah.
On the other hand, this addiction thing that we are talking about here, one of my girlfriends is on a site. I'm not going to say the site's name. I don't like this site. First of all, because it's free. Yeah, if you have to pay a little bit of money, I think you're a little
People are more serious.
I think so.
Yes, I agree.
Especially if you're paying into one of those just lunch. I don't know.
It's just lunch. Yeah.
You pay like $1,200 or something to join.
Yeah, that's a huge amount of money, though. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
but-
somebody who like wants a date tomorrow and wants to get married next week.
No, not really.
You're
not
paying
really.
$1,200.
Not really, because I know 3 people that are on it, and yes, they'd like to eventually get married.
Yeah.
But what it is it's they're weeding out the people who are on it for a Saturday afternoon laugh.
Yes, or a one night
Right?
stand.
No, you can still have a one night stand.
No,
it's just expensive.
No, that's too true.
It's a $1,200 one night stand,
Yeah.
but you might get 10 out of it. So
Big
that's
booty
only-
call, yeah.
That's $100 a
Shot,
a
yeah.
hookup. Anyway, so getting back to my girlfriend was on this site, this free site. But what ended up happening is this fellow ended up, long story short, with about 5 girls, and all of them he told the same story to, that he was busy, he had only so much time. Well, the reason he was so freaking busy, he had 5 girls he had to deal with.
Yep.
If you're going to go on a free site, there are going to be a bit of a different group of people because it doesn't cost anybody anything. What
No.
have you got to lose? Really, truly make sure that you have a list of what's important to you before you go on an online dating site.
That's good advice.
Isn't it? Because what else happens if you don't? You get sidetracked.
You were
That's
looking
right.
for one person, not 15.
Put a little thing on your computer. This is our final. We're leaving now. Put a little thing on your computer that says why you're on here, what you're looking for, and stick to that. When it gets overlooked, you're done. You're addicted. You're screwed. You're not going to meet anybody because you're going to be so online every 2 minutes. Anyway, on that note, goodbye. Goodbye. Cheers. Thanks for listening,
But I
everyone.
had more to say.